Everyone tells you find the best investment. And I'm going to tell you something completely different, that the best investment is the one you actually do. My name is Jim Duffy and an Asset Accelerator. Welcome to the channel. We are helping those who are 45 to 65 years old, generally speaking, have a high income, earned income, but are not ready to stop that income without lowering their standard of living quite a bit. So we have time now, while we have this high earned income, to create assets that cash flow. That's the key. Create assets that cash flow, and while you have this high earned income, well, every bit of the cash flow you create does multiple jobs. It gets reinvested and reinvested again, so it's growing even more quickly. And you'd be amazed, the math works out really, really well. And you can very quickly, rather quickly, get to a point where your lifestyle doesn't fall at all when your earned income by choice, or not so much by choice, when it stops. And that's what we want to get you to. Here's the danger. A lot of people on the internet are touting all sorts of great investments. Yeah, I make $50,000 a month working 2 hours a day, and I don't. All these things, you've heard them probably. If you haven't, just peruse the internet for a minute, and you will. So a lot of people get caught up in, well, I don't want to spend my time over here if there's a better investment over here. And I'm here to tell you right now, there's a gap that widens every single day between where you are and where you need to get to. And the widening gap is just simply time, because we don't have the time a 25-year-old does to build these assets. We have the time that we have, being 40-something, 50-something, 60-something. So we have to take action. The very best investment, cash flowing investment that you can do is the one that you will do. So my advice, just pick one. There are so many things you can do. You can start a business. You can buy a business. Here's the great things on the internet right now that are popular, that they have been for the last couple of years. Buy a laundromat, it's super passive. Buy a car wash, it's passive. Buy a vending route or create a vending route is passive. Well, none of those are passive. They're not. But I have news for you. If you buy an investment property, passive income, it's not truly passive. It's going to take some work. All of this takes work. It does. But if you're in it for the work, that's fine. What I find is the biggest downfall is someone who just does more and more research and looking into this and that. And what about starting an agency? And what about this? What about, just pick one. Just pick one. And what if you're wrong and it's not the perfect investment? It's so much better than no investment at all. It is. Some cash flow that you create here beats by an infinity of a percent no cash flow, because you're still learning and investigating which way to go. So just pick one that you will do and go all in on and block out everything else. And here's the reason why. Everything is a learning curve. If you haven't invested in real estate before, you will make mistakes and you will find that, I didn't even know what I didn't know, but now I'm learning. And now for the next one, I know better. And the mistakes hopefully aren't super costly if you're talking to experts in your area, those who have done it before multiple times. And at least in the world of real estate investing, they're easy to find and easy to talk to, and they share openly. That's been my experience. I think you'll find the same thing. You'll probably find the same thing in pretty much any category you decide to go after. If you want to go after creating a vending machine route, great. It's not something I've ever done, but I'll bet there's people who do it and would share very openly what they do and the mistakes they've made. Even with that though, you're going to make mistakes and you're going to have a learning curve. You know that. You've experienced in life enough to know that until you actually get in and do something, you don't even know what you don't know. But you learn very quickly, and most of us learn, actually all of us learn by experience more than book knowledge or YouTube knowledge or whatever your social media of choice may be to learn. So just pick one, because doing something and creating some cash flow is infinitely greater than doing nothing. But pick one that you're going to go after and become an expert in, and it doesn't take that long to become an expert, enough to minimize or do away with most any mistakes. There's surprises, sure, I get that, and there always will be. So the gap between doing one thing and doing none because you're trying to pick the right one is infinite. So just pick one and start action, and then take massive action. Rocky Balboa, the world is I wish I could remember this quote exactly.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
It doesn't matter how hard you can hit. It matters how hard you can get hit and keep getting up. And that's the deal with every new venture that we're going to learn. Everyone. Laundromats or buying a business or buying an investment property. It's all the same. There's a learning curve. You're going to make a mistake. That's okay. The quicker you learn, the quicker you become the expert and make less and less and less and do better and better and better and go deeper into that one area that you're becoming the expert in. And I love that. Someone painted this picture for me once, and it's always stuck in my mind. It said, there's a river, and on this bank, there's multiple bags of money. And you are on the other bank. So what you have to do to bring the money over to your side and get it is build a bridge. And then it's easy to walk across, grab that bag of money, walk back across, and now it's yours. The problem is when you start building a bridge to buying a laundromat, and then you start building a bridge to an investment property, and then you start building a bridge to buying a business, and then you start building a bridge to trading some options, and then but you haven't finished any bridge. And so therefore, not one dime of that money has made it across any of the bridges to your side. And that's the danger. We want to build one bridge, reinforce it so we can start bringing heavier and heavier bags of money, and it won't collapse when we fall in the river. And reinforce it just means, obviously, get more and more experience, dive into it, get really, really good at the one thing that we're going after, and then repeating it again and again. Put blinders on, I should do this, blinders on for everything else so that you don't even look at it right now. That may be something for down the road. That's fine. 2-3 years from now, 5 years from now, whenever the case may be. But not today, because today you're focused on one thing and only one thing, to become the expert in it and go deep into it and get passionate and take massive action toward it. Massive action toward the one cash flowing asset that you are building and creating and repeating. Now, one of the things you can do is just boil it down to the basics. Get really, really good at one aspect of it. So I'll take real estate, for example, because I'm very experienced there. Some people kind of say, well, okay, I want to flip property, and then I want to put mobile homes on raw land and sell those, and I want to have investment property for cash flow, and then I might want to syndicate a multifamily and buy an apartment complex, but storage units look really interesting as well. No, just do one. And if it's not the perfect one, that doesn't matter, because it's perfect for you right now because you're actually doing it and creating the cash flow, right? That's it. You're creating the cash flow. That's the important part. You can do 100 variations within one category, right? Within the category of real estate. You can do 100 different things, but just do one and become really, really proficient at it. I was in a conference room, a mastermind actually, with a guy once, and he said, I made $2 million in my business last year. My personal income was $2 million last year. Some woman in the group popped up and was like, oh, that must be so exciting. And he thought about it. I could see him really thinking about it for a second. And he said, no, it's actually boring, because I do the same thing every day. I know every day what I'm going to come in and do. Now, don't get me wrong, it's very joyful to make that much and be successful like that. It's very joyful, but it's not exciting. It's kind of boring. And that's kind of what I want for you. Boring cash flow. In whatever field you choose, just choose one and go really deep and really specific on it, and you will be successful. Will you make mistakes and lose a little money along the way on something that you didn't plan on? Yes, I can guarantee it. But will you learn quickly and create cash flow in your area of expertise pretty quickly as well? Also, yes, you will. If you like this content and you really want to dive deep, I do a weekly newsletter that goes on one idea, 1 week, and you can subscribe to it below. It's free, Asset Accelerator, and I would love to hear your feedback each week, as well as you're going deeper on your area of expertise, your one area that you choose to take massive action on. And the only thing I would leave you with is this: just choose. Like this week, choose. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Just choose and block everything else out and say, I'm going on this. And this is what I'm going to do. I am going to flip mobile homes, or I'm going to, but whatever it is, you get the idea. I'm going to do X, and I'm going to start this week, and then continue to take massive action. And will it be exciting always? No, it's not supposed to be. But will it be joyful when your earned income stops and your owned income takes over and your lifestyle doesn't fall? Yeah, it'll be very joyful. Yeah. Good luck with it.